What is the Social Security Earnings Test? I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, we're going to be discussing the very important Social Security Earnings Test. What is it? What are the dollar amounts? Who does it apply to? And what happens if you exceed these limits? All of which are great questions and exactly what we're going to cover right here in the video, so let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side each and every day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as things are changing very rapidly right now. It's a very busy, confusing, and uncertain time that we're living through, and ultimately I want to help you out as much as I can by keeping you updated with everything going on, as well as talking about anything else going on out there that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything popping up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I'll be here for you every single day, no matter what. That's my promise, and as always, I'm sticking to it. Thanks again. Subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk about the very important Social Security Earnings Test and everything you need to know about this, because this is very important and it does apply to the vast majority of Social Security beneficiaries. So about 90% of beneficiaries. So let's get into it and talk through all of the details. First off, what is the Social Security Earnings Test? So basically it comes down to this. If you are a Social Security retirement beneficiary and you are before your full retirement age, so you could be anywhere between basically the ages of 62 and your full retirement age, even the year that you reach your full retirement age, this applies, okay? So a lot of people this is applying to. All right, so that is essentially what it is. And basically it is also identifying how much you can have as earnings identified by the Social Security Administration without any reductions or garnishments to your benefit. More on that here in just a second. All right, so what are the dollar amounts? Now, let me say this much. I am recording this video right now in 2023. Now, again, maybe you're watching this video in 2024, 2025, 2027, something like that. Again, this video will be around for a very long time because regardless of when you're watching this video, again, the dollar amounts will change, but as a result of that, the earnings test for Social Security beneficiaries is going to remain the same, as well as all the parameters around it. The dollar amounts do adjust a little bit higher each and every year. So right now, this is 2023, but if you're watching this in a different year, then obviously the dollar amounts will be a little bit different. But right now in 2023, the earnings test limits are $21,240 as an individual claiming benefits prior to your full retirement age. Now, if you're somebody that's going to be hitting your full retirement age this year in 2023, then your earnings test limit is $56,520, okay, this year in 2023. What does that mean? Great questions. Let me describe that a little bit further here, because now I want to discuss all the parameters around this and what you need to know about this. All right, so first off, let's break this down into two separate categories. The one in which the $21,240 applies to, we'll talk about that category first, and then we will talk about the category who falls into the amount of $56,520 this year. And again, remember, these dollar amounts do adjust higher a little bit each and every year, okay? All right, so let's talk about the first category, $21,240. This is for those individuals who are claiming benefits prior to your full retirement age, and you are not going to be hitting your full retirement age this year, okay? So basically anybody between the ages of 62 and essentially 66, okay? If you're, or basically like just before you're 66, okay? So if you're not going to be hitting your full retirement age this year in 2023, this applies. Now here's what it comes down to. You can work as a Social Security retirement beneficiary. You can work, you can have earnings. It is not required, it is completely optional. However, if you do have earnings, and again, earnings are basically whatever is reported to the IRS and whatever is reported to Social Security, okay? Now, this could be from a 9-to-5 job, it could be part-time, it could be full-time, it could be your own small business, it could be a side hustle, it could be selling stuff online. It literally doesn't matter, okay? Income is income, right? Money coming into you is income. However, some of the things that are not counted as that fall into this category here is like investment income, maybe other payments that you're receiving from like government benefits, as in like Social Security, things like that. These payments do not apply toward this. It is gross earned income, okay? That's what it comes down to, okay? All right, so The $21,240 this year is for those individuals, again, who claim their benefits prior to full retirement age between the ages of 62 and essentially 66 before your full retirement age. You can have this much in earnings. You can have up to $21,240 in income this year above and beyond your monthly check from Social Security. Okay, now don't get me wrong. You can certainly have more income than this $21,240 this year if you want. However, here's what you need to be aware of. Any income above this threshold, the $21,240 this year in 2023, will be subject to some garnishments, okay? Now, let me talk you through the details about this in regards to your Social Security benefit. For every $2 that you earn over that $21,240 this year in 2023, will garnish your Social Security benefit by $1, okay? It's very important, okay? We certainly don't want to learn this the hard way. That is the earnings test. The earnings test essentially says you can still work if you want as a Social Security beneficiary, claiming benefits before your full retirement age. But if you do, you can only earn up to $21,240. And if you earn more than that, we're going to start garnishing your benefit pretty significantly. And that's what they're essentially saying, okay? So that is the dollar amount, that is who it applies to, and that is the limit this year. And then again, if you exceed the limit, that is what you can see there, a garnishment of $1 for every $2 that you earn over the limit, okay? Pretty rough, right? That's pretty aggressive right there, okay? We got to be aware of all of these parameters, okay? All right, so that is category number one. Now let's talk about category number two, and this is in regards to that $56,520 this year, almost 3 times as much as the first category. Okay, well, who falls into this category? Great question. This is for those of you that are going to be hitting, as in achieving or reaching your full retirement age this year in 2023, okay? So if you're going to be receiving or achieving your full retirement age this year in 2023, then your earnings test is $56,520 this year. And again, remember, next year, 2024, the year after that, 2025, every year, this number does adjust higher and higher, okay? But it is $56,520 of earnings you can have in the months leading up to your full retirement age. So let's just say, for example, let's just say that your birthday lands in October, okay? I'm just making up a month. It could be January, it could be, whatever. Whenever your birthday lands in 2023, and again, if your birthday lands in 2023, let's just say that your birthday is in October for this example purpose, okay? Your birthday lands in October, and therefore, as a result of that, we're now looking at you can earn that income. So basically, January through September, you can have earnings up to $56,520 during those, 9 months? You can have earnings of $56,520 of those first 9 months of the year prior to the month that you hit your full retirement age. Once you hit your full retirement age, then the sky's the limit. You don't have any more income limits, okay? The earnings test no longer applies once you've achieved your full retirement age. There's no earnings test after your full retirement age. You can have $1 million of income, you could have $5 of income, you could have $500,000 of income, you could have $50,000, you could have $500 million. Literally doesn't matter, okay? There's no earnings test above and beyond your full retirement age. The sky's the limit. You can have anything. You can have zero, as much as you want, as little as you want. Literally doesn't matter. There's no earnings test at all. But the $56,520 is for those people that will be achieving their full retirement age this year in 2023, okay? So this is what the Social Security earnings test is. Why they call it a test? Not really sure. It's not like they're sending you out a piece of paper and you got to answer the 5 questions and you got to ace it, otherwise you fail. That's not how it works, okay? It's essentially looking at your income to determine where you currently sit. Now, here's the thing. Some people are wondering, why is there even an earnings test? Why do I have limits on my earnings if I want to claim my Social Security? Does it really matter if I'm having an income and I'm working while still receiving Social Security? Again, great question. A lot of people are wondering the same thing and asking, why is this even here? We should be eliminating the earnings test for Social Security beneficiaries because it doesn't make any sense. If somebody is 62 or above and claiming their benefits and still wants to work part-time or full-time or something like that, why are they being punished or putting limits on their earnings? Good question. Well, that's what a lot of people are saying is we got to get rid of this thing because it's really ultimately costing people who are claiming on their benefits billions of dollars each and every year because their benefits are being garnished because they're trying to get ahead and they're trying to save a little bit of money. They're trying to make ends meet, and it's not a fun situation. So This is the earnings test. Now, one more thing I want to throw out there really quickly, and then I'm going to wrap this video up, which is this applies to gross income, okay? There's a huge, huge difference between gross income and net income. You probably know the differences, but let me shake it out really quickly. Gross income is all income prior to deductions, okay? So if you've ever looked at your pay stub, you see at the very top of your pay stub, generally it gives you a nice big number. Wow, that's exciting. I earned this much money. And then you start going through the lines and you think, but wait, who is Fed and why did they take 30%? Who is state and why did they take 10%? Who is FICA and why did they take another 7 or 8%, right? Well, these are all the taxes, okay? These are deductions, okay? So gross is the big number at the top of your pay stub. Net is the little tiny number at the bottom that you get to take home and try to live on, okay? Big, big difference. They use gross, not net, okay? Big difference. Remember, net is essentially like, think of the fishing analogy, okay? Whether you like fishing or not, I'm just using this as an analogy, right? You're in the boat, you got a big old fish coming on in, and you pull out the net and you net it in, and that's net. You get to take that fish home, right? Well, whatever you think, but my point is whatever you net is what you get to take home, okay? Gross is just like the big number at the top, and then it's gross how much is taken out of your paycheck before you get to net the little take home. Kind of makes sense? Anyway, just kind of made that up on the fly, but I hope that a little analogy makes sense there and kind of gives you a little visual as far as the differences between gross and net. Huge, huge difference, okay? Anyway, hope this explains the earnings test for Social Security and the importance behind this. Very, very important. The reason for it is benefits would be garnished. Oh, by the way, I apologize. I did not throw this out there. I forgot to say this a couple minutes ago. In regards to those individuals who are who are going to be achieving their full retirement age this year in 2023, you also have garnishments to your benefits if you exceed the $56,520 of income prior to your full retirement age. By the way, they will garnish your benefit. For every $3 that you earn over the limit, they will garnish $1 of your Social Security benefit. So I apologize. I forgot to say that earlier, but that is the garnishment on that. So it's a little bit more non-aggressive, but still, again, it's a pretty big garnishment, and we don't want any benefits garnished, right? We don't want any of our money taken. We want to maximize those benefits and have as much money coming in as we possibly can with no garnishments, right? Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, please leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If you want me to come back and elaborate on this further, of course, I can absolutely do that. Otherwise, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos. And enjoy your day. Have a good one. Take care. Hope this one helps you, and I'll catch you again later.